Alrighty, let's continue on with the very bottom of the box. Finally, we're going to move on to some covers. Going to kind of breeze through these and see what's here. If there's anything I think is special, then I will set it aside to look up and see. That's a cool slogan, if it's worth anything. Nice cachet as well. I do like these, but these first day covers I don't think actually have much value. I might even just like come up with, that's actually pretty cool. That's a little picture cutout. I've seen a few like that. Might even have a few that are actually worth something, but yeah, like, see, this is cool. First submerged Northwest Passage. Yeah, I might like just offer her, like, I don't know. I mean, to go and look all of these up is, I'm sorry, I'm just not going to spend all that time. Anyone that I think is potentially actually worth something, I will. But I might just offer her like a full lump sum of what I think all of these would be worth. Some of these are blatantly off, like this. I mean, that's $1 or less. But these little ones with the pictures are kind of cool, I gotta say. And nice cachets. But actually, I kind of want to set this aside. The whole first submerged Northwest Passage. Actually, that one's kind of new to me, so I'm gonna set that over there. Let's see this, United Nations, 95. That's a big stamp. Earth Summit, first day issue, United Nations. Sorry. Where is this? Geneva? Oh, Geneva, yeah, okay. No, United Nations, okay. First issue. Cool. Actually, I do like that one. World War II. This one's cool. United Nations 67. Official Geneva Cache A. But actually, that's a block of 4. That's kind of neat. It is actually a raised cache here. What we got here, this is an older one. 18 something. Oh wow, cool, it's a fancy cancel. Kind of 4 triangles. Let's see here. Placerville, Placer. Not sure, something California. Maybe 1887. Definitely feels old and it's kind of soft. That's cool. Oh wow, so that looks like the same kind of fancy cancel. Actually, it looks like the same stamp. I can't remember if these are called banknotes or what. Something May 24th. Placeville? Placeville! What should we call this place? I don't know, how about Placeville? Is that really Placeville? What the heck? I've never heard of that. These are cool, but they're older, and they're cooler, but I don't think major value. I mean, what do I think in my head? Like, what would these go for? Well, it's not like they're in perfect condition, but because they're all kind of tattered on the side, they're like not full envelopes. They've obviously been ripped open, but I mean, I don't know, $5 each, maybe less. Like maybe, I don't know. I'm still not the cover master, not really the master or anything. Yeah, it definitely looks like Placeville. 2-cent Red Washington. Cool. Okay, so I like this one. That's cool. I just like the horizontal bars. Vertical bars, I guess. Cancelled horizontally on the cover. Stoneham, Massachusetts. Sent to California. Nice stamped envelope. It's kind of cool. Oh wow, somebody's already identified it. Well, that's nice. I'll actually set this one aside. That would be really easy to look up. Sunset Office, residence, 1903. Neat. Might be worth a few bucks. So this one's super cool. This popped out to me last video. Censored cover. 44, so this would be World War II. Aeropostal, sent to Dublin. What? No, Prospect Avenue. Oh, Colorado. What? Oh no, yeah, Dublin, Ireland. Well, it must be Clontarf County in Dublin. So Alberta. So sent from Canada, I suppose. Oh, it says Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Okay. Censura. It's okay. So a Brazilian censored cover sent from Brazil to Dublin. It's cool. Has this, I guess, the examiner's signature. A little purple stamp here in the corner means something. 228. And this was clearly an airmail. It has a couple of ink stamps. Wow. Look at this stuff. Mr. Algu. Mr. Algu. Something Brazil. This is neat. I like that. Look at that triangle in a circle. 27th January 44. That's super cool. You know, I'll go and try to look up, like, you know, Brazil censored covers and just see if I can get an idea of what that might be worth. I like that one. So what are these? These are airmail letter cards. Okay. It's like a postcard, but airmail style. Passed by censor. Both of these are censors. Australia. This is pretty cool. Yeah, platypus. When folded, the card must conform in size to any shape within the blue border. Well, these are quite flimsy. So these look like just one piece of the front of the letter card. Those are cool. Those are both censored. I'll set those aside. All the censored stuff has potential to be worth something. Opened by censor, passed by censor. Postage dues on there. This is cool. This one's neat. Let's see here. So Australia sent to California. Newtown. Australia National Broadcasting Company radio station. Little ink stamp there. These are neat. I've always liked censored covers. They're just cool. Okay, so what is next here? Old Canadian postcard. Wow, this one's actually pretty old. I can tell just from the look of it. 58. Looks like it says 58 there. Ontario. Some old writing on there. That's cool. I like these old postcards. There's more here. The duplex cancel. Kind of ripped up, unfortunately. Montreal. I don't think this one's quite as old as the other one. Like this says 58, what it looks like, right? So this might be 1858. Like this one is 78. You can kind of see the difference of the older style versus a newer style. Those are cool. Here's an even more recent one, and this one actually is a flag cancel. These are cool. These are collectible. I have a whole stack of these flag canceled postcards myself. It's like Montreal 1898. Mine are all from the U.S. though, but it's cool. The flag cancel. How about that? Every now and then you find one. Let's see. Canada 47. Sorry, I needed a drink there. Something about chest x-ray. Looks like a slogan. 1947. Canada House of Commons. Oh, sorry. Canada. Okay, 47 cover. Alright, let's see here. The flag cancel. Well, it's actually a slogan cancel. Coordination. Okay, yeah, 37. It's kind of cool. Nothing on the back. There's a nice cancel. Not bad. Oh yeah, supposed to be separating these things into things I'm going to be looking up. Sorry, bear with me just a moment. Okay, cool. So, now, moving on. Okay, yeah, U.S. postcards. These are pretty common, believe it or not. Oh, well, we've got different ones here. Postcard. Commonwealth of the Philippines victory. Somebody has written what it's supposed to be. Morristown, New Jersey. Cool. Canada postcard. Nothing much going on there. Okay, so this is a really old kind of fold-out letter here. Pretty piss poor shape, but it's cool that it's kind of hung together at least somewhat. Old stamped envelope there. That's pretty neat. Oh yeah, let me keep all these together. I'll put this in there too. I can't remember if it was in there. Bush's Lane Piano Company, 26, 416. Clerk of Board of School Trustees. There's a place called Miami in Arizona? What the heck? Maybe they mean Miami and Arizona. Weird. That's cool. Okay, well, South Africa here. Sent to California. 1940. And it's been censored. Wow, opened by censor. That's cool. Put that in the check it pile. Yeah, I'm gonna make this my last video of this. I want to finish this. And ooh, this is cool. Army Examiner, another censored cover. Yeah, I kind of want to just finish this all up so I can move on with other stuff. These are cool. I do like these. Let's see here. Houston, Texas. This is looking like another censored cover, 1940. Very cool. Oh wow, that one's neat. Holy crap. I would personally actually love to buy this one from her. This is awesome. A Nazi censored cover. Holy crap. Super duper cool. I'm still working on my Nazi section in my album, and that's really cool. I don't actually have one of these Nazi censored covers like that. That is super killer. I like that. Sent it. Somebody said the Netherlands, but then crossed it out and said Houston, Texas. That's pretty cool. Okay, what's this? Australia, censored cover. Sent to Dublin, Ireland. Was passed. Maybe 1939 or sure, 100%. Ship mail room, Melbourne. That's really cool. Opened by censor and passed. That's super duper cool. I like that. Let's see. Airmail Field, Cleveland, Ohio. Airmail, 1930. Not bad. I like it. It's cool. Okay, another stamped envelope. The Election Committee, Rotary Club of Austin. Oh, that's cool. Keep all this stuff organized here. Let's see. Carried by balloon post. Mr. and Mrs. Stanbridge. San Francisco, California, 71. Oh, that's cool. The first man on the moon stamp, and I love the ink stamp. It's very neat. Been opened. Somebody put something in there. Sent from the San Francisco Sport and Boat Show, January 16, 1941. That's pretty cool. Check that out. Yeah, I'm not gonna like search super hard for every one of these. You see, I've already accrued a pretty good stack here, and but these covers are, compared to the stamps, I think these covers are cooler. And a lot of the material, a little bit better story behind the covers. Oh, cool. Yeah, this one has the little X's marked out. Somebody recently commented, kind of explaining that somebody probably worked for the War Department and decided to take their kind of proprietary mail and use it for their own personal purposes. And so they X out the old pre-printed return address on there and then put whatever they want. So it's kind of like Bad Boy. He's using work material for personal pleasure. Let's see. U.S. Army Postal Service. Yes, sent to San Fran. Right, I got a comment about explaining the percentage it should mean in care of. I thought it was a percentage symbol, and I just didn't know what that meant. But it's really like a C/O. I think that was Robert or James, one of the two, I can't remember. Thank you, whoever you were. And then it's written free on there too, so they didn't have to actually pay postage. It's Inter-Island. This is an interesting little cover. There's definitely some stuff going on here. Looks like it does have a letter in here. September 45. Dear Ben, I suppose you had expected to spell here wrong from me several weeks ago, but it so happens that I did not receive your letter. Shipped out of Manila for your letter. Containing the 7 pesos and received a little piece of history. That's cool. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but neat little letter. Okay, what's next? Naval sensor, airmail, sent to Fort Worth, Texas from San Francisco. Navy cancel. So Navy cancel. This is cool. I like it. Nothing on the back, but I do like that. Naval sensor cover again. Oh wow, that one you can see the CO very clearly. It's definitely not a percentage sign. That one's actually typed out. In care of Fleet Post Office. It's 44, okay. Naval sensor. That's cool. Okay, what's this? Mercy Mission Colville. 63. Kind of a double impression there. It almost makes me feel like I'm drunk trying to read that. Arctic in Canada. This is pretty cool. I like it. Okay, this guy, No Faith, is worth but $1. Even with all of its fancy stuff, right? It's soft, velvety, it's golden stamp. Yeah, amazing that you can have such beautiful ornate covers and they're so worthless. I could be wrong, but I really don't think this is worth anything. It's a gold stamp replica. And you know those gold stamp replicas, they just aren't really worth anything. I'm just going to pass on it. I actually have gone through several covers like that in my own collection. Okay, well I don't really know what to do with that. It's just some info. The Imperial Bank of Canada. What to think of this? $10. I mean, this is some kind of receipt or something. I mean, it says paid. There's a stamp on it. A war tax actually used. With paid punched out of it. The property of the Imperial Bank. This is definitely an interesting little piece. I can't actually say I know what's going on, but somebody was promising to pay $10. It has been paid or something here. Like a receipt. I'm not really sure. There is a war tax stamp used on it, which is pretty cool. Postmaster. Yeah. 1 cent, Canada. Boy. National Express. Toronto. Belting Works. Okay, so the ink just soaked through, I see. Somebody shipped some goods. Subject to inspection. Well, kind of a neat piece. I haven't seen anything quite like that. Interesting. There's some more old Canada. Dominion Express Company goods. Shipped to somebody in Ontario. Yeah, I haven't really seen a lot of these. I don't really know what to do with these. They are covers, I suppose, but huh. Okay, more of the same. This tattered old piece here. Somebody in New York, or I'm not sure. Kind of similar. Definitely old, leaving little pieces of itself behind. Here's more. This looks like the last one of this style. Money order department. Maybe a bunch of money orders were sent in these. Notice to agent: if goods are not accepted within 10 days, return without further notice. N. Smith. Toronto, Ontario. $135 for goods. So, those are neat. I don't really know what those would be worth. Okay, here we have some kind of stuck together. I'm not going to rip them apart, but these have low value anyway. USA Airmail, kind of aerograms, 82. Different stuff on the back. I'm going to set all these aside and just see if I can figure out what those might go for. See, this is the kind of stuff that, I mean, I'm not going to be able to find this in the catalog, like what this kind of cover's worth. I just basically want to Google it, kind of see what they're selling for, just to get an idea. So yeah, I'm not going to make like massive effort on any of these covers to try and come up with what I would really think is for sure like a great true value of them. I mean, I'll just get an idea. I just don't want to go like too far out of my way. I've already spent a lot of time on this collection at this point. Look at this. This is cool. This is a receipt. War tax. They filled and stamped. What's going on here? Penalties. Okay, check this big boy out. No discount allowed. Notice. This is like, oh, it's a demand for taxes. Okay. I was going to say it's like someone's paying their taxes. $937 war tax. I mean, this is neat. Again, I really don't know what this kind of stuff is worth. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool. Looks like more of the same. Another tax sheet. This one has excise tax. I actually get to see one of those in use. How about that? That's cool. So, put that with the other one. More tax here. This one, another war tax stamp. 1924. Demand for taxes. I'm sorry guys, this isn't boring. I've just been up since like 4:30 this morning. I've already done all kinds of crap today and I'm a little tired already. What is it? 10 o'clock. Jesus. I got up way too early today. Okay, so this is kind of cool. It's official mail envelope. Official mail envelope 88. Yeah, when I get up so early, it kind of throws me off somehow for the rest of the day, but honestly, I feel like I'm like halfway through the day and it's only 10 a.m. It's a weird thing. So this one's unused. The other one was a first day cover. It looks like we have another. Yeah, these are all E envelopes, and then another. So, a bunch of official mail envelopes. Let's see here. Timber Post. Souvenir card. Commemorative postage issues. Let's see what we got here. Souvenir cards. Commemorative postage issues. Yep. Oh, bummer. They're stuck on there. What a shame. But cool Canadian postage stamps. Canadian history and it's explained. So it looks like several souvenir cards, or at least a couple here. And they look to be the same. Yeah, they're the same year. Okay. So souvenir cards. '41 cover. Bring it back down. Federal Security Agency. Sent to Kansas via airmail. Somebody lazily slapped a stamp right there. Let's get this shit in the mail. Must have been in a rush. Okay, so that's cool. I do like that. Okay, so here's a big size 10 cover. B-19 initial flight, world's largest airplane, Super Bomber. Oh. Cool, 1941. Sent to California, I guess West Sacramento, or I don't know. Huh. Initial flight of the world's largest airplane, Super Bomber. Sounds kind of familiar for some reason. I can almost picture in my head like big, massive, heavy bomber. I'm not sure. Okay, so Canal Zone, stamped envelope here, airmail. Huh. Those are cool. United States Senate Committee on Armed Services, official business. Well, there's no stamp or cancel or anything. I mean, maybe this one would have been like one of those free postage envelopes, but this one's just pretty much just an envelope. Let me throw this hair away. Hold on. Okay, so another Canal Zone. And let's see here. Excuse me. Not a whole lot going on. Alright. Next, Congress. Excuse me, goodness. House of Representatives. Official business free. That makes sense. I bet the other one's for the Congress one, so anything Congress. Like this or whatever, the Senate. Pretty sure they get to mail it for free. Could be wrong, but I have a feeling. Alrighty, here's a first flight cover. Night airmail service, that's cool. Trying to read a year on this. Oh, I guess that says 29. Hard to read the cancels, but one says Chicago. That's kind of cool. A slogan back here. St. Paul, Minnesota, it traveled through at least one leg of its journey. Okay. Boy, these are big size 10s. How about these? Big old envelopes. Airmail, Alberta 31. Wow. Save time, US or something mail. May probably use airmail. Sent to an oil refiner. Saskatchewan. This is cool. Nice little baby cachet. A guy whipping around in a horse. The airplane. That's neat. Man, this is a big envelope. Some cancels on the back. '31, Saskatchewan 31. Register all letters of value. This is cool. Let me check that. I think I'm going to check this one too, actually. So here is what looks like two of the exact same kind of envelopes. And they are some from Calgary, Alberta to Winnipeg. Yeah, Canada Airmail first official flight, Winnipeg to Norway House. Curling, okay, cool cachets, and this is lacrosse. I was gonna say this is the game where they push the things on the ice. I was like, well, I can't remember what it's called, but it says curling. And this one is lacrosse. Now these do have a old Canadian airmail stamp that's been surcharged actually. Those were cool. I'm having flashbacks of looking in Canada's airmail section, and this is, I don't want to say it's their first airmail, but it's like one of the first. It may very well be the first airmail. I can't remember, I have to look it up again, but that's definitely an early airmail stamp. So those are cool. Now, let's see here. We have moved on to this stack, looks like more recent stuff. So I'm going to pause, have myself a little chug of water real quick, and we'll continue. Alright, this is a Canada Expo 67. A little postcard here, first day issue. Cool. Let's see here. American Philatelic Society Summer Seminar 2017. Wow, this is recent. Jeez. Nothing on the back. So just kind of a cachet. Okay, there's two of these guys. They look exactly the same. Official souvenir card, 55. Canada Boy Scouts World Jamboree. Those are cool. Please don't bend. Yeah, sent from Ontario to California. What's the year of this? I don't know. Oh, pretty recent. We can see the lines there. Yeah. Recent Canadian cover. Okay, this looks like a whole stack of 84, I guess, commemorative postcards. Postcards actually feature a big cachet of the stamp. I don't know if it's a cachet or just a printed image of the stamp that it's commemorating, probably. Gibraltar Point Lighthouse, yeah, cool. So some lighthouse postcards, unused. Canada. These are trains. This actually looks like it's still packaged together. There must be a little pack here of, let's say probably 4 or so, maybe 5 postcards for $1. You know, these I don't think are anything particularly special. We're gonna set those aside. Hey, it's Tweety Bird with the puss trying to get him there. Sylvester and Tweety. 98. First day issue postcard. That's cool. Fun. Okay, this one's neat. Declaration of Independence. Now this is just a, looks like a printed envelope here. Could be in better shape, that's for sure, but neat little envelope, not much going on except for that cool picture there. Okay, some more Canadian Lighthouse postcard action, and then another, which I'm gonna guess, yep, first day cover, Sylvester and Tweety. 98. Okay, what's this? 36 Canada. Okay, got a little stuff on the back here. It's cool. Let's see here. Okay, this is silk first day cover. 77. So these are cool. Yeah, as much as I do like these, just unfortunately I don't think they hold any value really. 75 first day issue. Coronado silk, right? Oh, Colorado. Coronado. I can't remember where I got that from. Colorado silk cachet. Go another one, first issue. These are cool. I do like these. Universal Postal Union 71. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay. Okay, more silk first day cover. No, this is just a cachet. 72 first day cover. United Nations official Geneva cachet. Cool. Okay, United Nations again. 57. We have an Alaska statehood cover, first day. Okay, this is the same one that we saw earlier. Let's see here. First day of issue. Some more United Nations, 67, that one. Cool sword. An embossed sword. Gosh dang, that looks exactly like the sword I have hanging on my wall. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, but I'll show you just for fun. So I have that sword up there on the wall. I had that sword handmade from Albion Swords. They hand make swords and they are not cheap. I think I paid like $900. I'm not even kidding. And it took God dang, like 6 months or something for them to make me that sword. It took forever. Just one day it finally showed up in the mail. But I love that thing. It's battle ready. Somebody steps into my room. Be prepared to get sorted. Okay, mess with my shutter speed, sorry. Okay, so 1969 United Nations. First day cover, okay. Looks like a stack of these. United Nations, New York, first day. Oh, yeah. Okay, so American Philatelic Society Summer Seminar. Okay, looks like more silk first day covers. New Jersey, Battle of Monmouth. Bicentennial series. More of the same. Cool. Okay. Tapon Massacre. 78. That's cool. I like that cancel. That's awesome. I like that. Okay, first day issue. Pennsylvania Tollware. Okay. Let's see. First day cover. United Nations. 83. United Nations. Official first day cover. Flag series. Okay. Well, this whole stack seems to be facing the wrong direction. Okay, we saw that one just earlier. American Philatelic. Okay, some more silk first day covers. 79. Boy, he doesn't look like he's having a good time, huh? Okay, so Endangered Flowers. 79. First Day Cover Airmail. 61. Kansas Statehood. 61. Little vertical pair. First Day of Use of Luminescent Tagging. Really? Airmail stamp. Luminescent tagging. To aid in the electronic sorting of ordinary and airmail. I have a gut feeling this isn't worth anything, but I want to just check it just for fun. Being the first day of use is kind of not super monumental, but that's something. That's a first day of luminescent tagging cover. Okay, 63. This one definitely is common. Yeah, like I list a lot of these kinds in where I have like hip stamps and stuff, and these generally go for $1. What I do when I list covers is I'll look up, first day cover 1963, and just basically look at similar covers and just see what they're listed for, and I usually like to come in below, pretty much undercut everybody in hopes that I'll actually sell something, and for the most part it's what I end up doing with these kind of common first day covers, which unfortunately, I mean, most of them are $1 or $1.50 listed on there. Some are $5. I found that first day covers that have like blocks of 4, like actual plate block, maybe those are worth $4 or $5 sale price, and I guess depending on like which cachet, and see, like these are all just super duper common. Seen this one again, but this one I think has different stamps. Same cachet here, 67. Obviously not a super rare cover if I've come across 3 of them in this stack here. Okay, this is 67, first day issue. Cool. Cessation of nuclear testing. I like that. The efforts to preserve humanity with, look at that. That's just cool. That's a neato cachet right there. I definitely like that. It's a good thing we stopped, huh? Ripping our planet to shreds. Nobody needs these nuclear radioactive clouds flying around, killing everybody. Okay, what is this? Bag of goodies here. Looks like stamps and covers in here. Well, let's look at the covers first. Spain cover. '88, huh? Department of Biological Fundamental. No speaky Spanish. I could of course, use Google Translate on it, but it's pretty recent. Vatican Post. Hey, how you doing there? Okay, what is this? India. Airmail. Book Post. Sent to New York from Madras. Huh. Kind of a bummer somebody folded it like that. Neat little cover. I guess 93 or something. At least that stamp says 93. 93 or after. There's Mahatma. Airmail. Book Post again. India action here. Czechoslovakia. Requesting a reprint of an article. I've come across a lot of that kind of stuff from medical covers. They're like, hey, I liked your paper you wrote on rats. Can you send me a copy, or whatever. Ireland paper piece here. Okay, India. Reach faster. Use pin and reach faster. Airmail 93, I guess. I keep seeing that guy's name, Reverend something something Augustine. Mexico postcard. Much to see there. India cutout paper piece. 80, 88. Huh. Cool. And let's see what these stamps were all about. Looks like just more bulk common stuff, but okay. Anguilla? Is that how you said it again? See, I forget already. I looked it up last video. Anguilla? Anguilla? I forget. It's shameful to forget. I have had a long week, a lot of work at my job. Even though it's winter, which is usually slower, we've been spending a lot of money on marketing, and the phone is definitely going off. Okay, this definitely looks like kind of more of the same of everything else we've seen already. Yeah, that's an old, was it Heller, right? Oh, it's Deutsch Österreich, yeah. A little imperfect. Those are old, but they're not worth anything. They're pretty cool, though. Just some cutouts here. French. That's cool. Sri Lanka. Okay. Greece. '91. Great Britain cutout. Helvetia. Stuck together, more Greece. And then one final paper piece here with a, that's actually an ink print. That's cool, 89. Huh. Oh, neat little stack. Put all this stuff back here. Okie dokie. Continue on here. Just let me put this to the side. Okay. United Nations. First day cover. 77. Okay. Okay, another official first day cover, DC, USA, 76. State flags of America, okay. First day cover. United Nations, first day cover. First day cover. Yeah, I don't really have any desire for any of these, but they are cool to look at. First issue 1970. Okay, some more Silk first day covers. Hawaii. 1982. Oh, I like that one. That one's cool. Good looking cat. 81. Oh, wow. I like it. I like this one. That's nice. I like that. Okay, Skeeter, first aid cover, silk first aid cover. What do we have here? Old Canada postcard. Let's see what it says. It says Canada postcard used. Ottawa cancel with a war slogan. Yeah, okay. This is clearly picked up from a dealer. Save metals, rags, and waste paper. Huh. Guess somebody placed some kind of order that they got into their possession finally. Seeds that grow good crops. It's cool. That's a neat postcard. 1942. Pretty neat. I like it. Okay, this is commemorating the 25th anniversary of the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II. Alright. The Gambia. This is thick. This is like some kind of card here. Quite thick, actually. Okay, what do we got here? First aid cover. Republic Togo Lays. Okay. Huh. This is well protected, this one. Togo, yeah. I was wondering, because it said Togo Lays. I'm like, is that like French Togo, or is Togo already French, or what? Neat little cover. 78. What is this? Flora and Fauna? Yeah. Oh, I see. There's multiples in here. Okay. But still, these are not much. Okay, cool. 78. Flora and Fauna. Okay, 87 cover here. Constitution bicentennial covers. Let's see, that is a neato cachet. I like that. That's super cool. Europe Day, London, 1980. Stamp exhibition. Cool. Okay. First day of issue, 1960, Malawi. Okay, this one looks older. Let's see what's going on here. Canada Postal Stationery. Postal card. And an envelope. British Columbia cancel, 1932. Sent to New York. Yeah, that's a stamped envelope. These are stapled on here. 1963, another slogan. Canadian postcard. Okay. Interesting little bundle there. Oh, look at that thing. Okay, Imperial Bank of Canada. This is similar to what we saw before. Depositors. What does it say? Free of tax. For use only. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that's just something. Okay, what is going on with this thing here? So we've got some random free of tax stamp tag in there. This one's punched out like it would be, and it is a back book British law stamp, 10 cents, and this is cool, $33. No protest. Is there? There's not even a stamp on here. This is yeah. I don't really know what to do with this stuff. I mean, it's cool, but like, I just don't know. I don't know for sure what that is, but to be honest, like they're cool as a deposit slip, or I mean, you know, a receipt or something. And I'm not sure. I'll see if I can figure that out. Okay, so 1947 centenary postage stamps. Kind of big fat, I guess, first day cover or something here. I'm not sure. Well, it's just a philatelic exhibition. So it's like a expo sheet, I think, is what this is. I have never seen this exact one, but 47. That's kind of cool. Okay, and there's just a few more of these looking guys. So this is Famous Americans, right? Famous Americans, yeah. So nothing crazy. It looks like they're all just kind of more of the same. Famous Americans. So nothing crazy there. Okay. Now, we've gone through what looks like all of the covers, and I have made fairly quick work of that, although this video is probably about 45 minutes or more at this point. So I have this stack of stuff that is basically the more common first day covers and what have it. Nothing that I think of as valuable. And so I'll have to kind of assess. I mean, you know, if I was going to sell all these for $1 a piece or something, what would I pay for them? Like, honestly, to have to bother to list all these is a lot of work, and I'm just not sure how much I want this stuff. It's cool, you know, it's cool to look at, but I don't know. As I think out loud, I just don't really know how badly I actually want to buy these things. I don't know. Now, like this stuff, this whole stack that I set aside here, this stuff is more interesting for sure. And then we have kind of these older Canadian, like, you know, these demand for tax receipts and stuff. I don't really know what I'll do with those. I mean, I don't really have a desire for them. But I guess, you know, at the bare minimum, all of this is stuff that could end up in my grab bags if I bought it. So those are cool. And then, yeah, so I'm going to go and try to, without killing like my whole day or anything, go and breeze through and Google and just see if I can get an idea of if any of these are actually worth any bit of money. And if they are, then I'm going to tally them up and see what I can come up with to kind of add into the better box. All this stuff I consider to be kind of more unique or better. I'm sure those censored covers are worth something. So that's a nice little stack there. Now, what we have left is the very bottom of the box. We've almost got there. So this is it. This is the last pieces of stuff in here. So it looks like album pages and some other stuff. So let's just kind of start moving through and see what we've got here. Okay. Canada excise stamps. Okay, war tax. The Thunderbird Scenery Shop. The Thunderbird, the Scenery Shop in Vancouver. Okay. Here's a postcard cutout, unfortunately in bad shape. We're kind of missing one, fell off. Okay, more excess of these are kind of baloney. I do have a loose stamp over here. I don't know if this came out of here or what. What is this? Transfer. Okay, Quebec. Some more back of book. Maybe I'll just slip this here, just try to keep it safe. It's, I don't know where that fell out of, but it's just sitting there on my desk. So one of these pages. So this is looking like back of book. Oh, I see. I think I know where this came from. We have here a kind of stack of Back of Book Canada on these pages. Let me get this out of here. So let's browse through the stack. That's the transfer. Okay, cigarettes, registration. So this is more Back of Book Canada. Boy, so much of that in this collection. Weird. Province of Saskatchewan law stamp. That one's 50 cents. Cigarettes. Kind of looks like it was cut off of the original, maybe cigarette case or something. Kind of cool. And so let's open these up. Some missing, some there. Excise stamps. Excise tax. Excise tax, yeah, I see minimal cat. Some more Back of Book. This one does say over. Well, there's nothing on the other side, so. Anyways, we'll just keep all this stuff together. Or Back of Book Canada. Alright, what do we got here? Looks like there's two of these. Sweden, Finland joint folder. Oh, the camera died. So this is in that US, Sweden, Finland joint folder. Looks like it's been glued into somebody's album or something. Doesn't want to come apart. Okay, there we go. Information sheet there. Okay. Almost looks like an exhibition sheet here. Is there just one? Yep, that's it. Sweden, Finland. U.S. Airmail, that one. Joint issues, huh? This is cool. So it's a little, it really does come off as an exhibition sheet. But I don't think it's technically an actual exhibition sheet. Joint issue sheet. Neato. Trying to get this stuff together. Boy, these do not want to cooperate. Oh boy. Get in there, buddy. Hey, come on now. Come on now. The plan is not to damage anything but man things. Alright, jeez. Okay. So. Oh God, I forgot the thingy here. That'll teach me. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna pause. Alright, so I got it all back together. So I assume this is just the same exact thing. It does look like it. So, two of those joint issue sheets. Let's look those up for fun. What do we have here? What is this? These are books. Australia and USA. 200 years of heritage in stamps. Huh. Joint stamp issue Australia and the USA. Stamp design. Okay, so this doesn't want to come apart super easy. Just leave them in there. Alexa, light one off.
Okay.
Cool.
By the way,
So when Alexa shuts up here, so yeah, these are nice. Happy Bicentenary. Huh. 1988. Yeah. 200 years of stamps. So these, I think, are just informational books here. talking about history. None of these are actual stamps. So some informational stamp books. Pretty cool. Might be fun to actually read one of these, see what's going on. See what kind of history, but yeah, these are clearly just books. So 200 years of history books with a couple of joint issue stamps at the beginning. And this would be Australia and the USA. Well, I'm curious what those will go for. Is this the same? It is the same. Same joint issue. Okay, so just kind of duplicate book. Cool. Okay, what do we got here? This is a loose Canadian stamp just hanging out. 40 center. These look like airmail envelopes. Fortunately, they've been messed up at the bottom. Couple of 88 airmail envelopes. Okay, these look like album pages now. United States. There's our 1 cent green. Everybody always, most collectors find that one and they think that it's probably worth $1 million, and it's super duper common. Okay, so these are all not bad. 1905. So those were 1903. These are 1905. 1903, perforated 12. 319 through 20. Somebody's written here. Nothing on the back. I like these pages. I like that they actually have the colored image design of the stamps on them. That's cool. The only one we got here, 1890. This is a Red Washington, 2 cent Carmine, actually. Heavy cancel on that. Definitely been obliterated. Okay. Interesting to look at. Okay, a whole bunch of album pages to finish things off here. Oh, cool, 65 rows. I have quite a bit of those in my collection. Actually, I think I have more 64s. Those, I think the 64 is the pink. And those are neat. It's actually a pretty cool stamp. 213, 220, and Columbus issues here. Got the 1 cent, 2 cent. Okay. Farming in the West. Yeah, I see. Okay. Hinged. More damage. Actually, this one is on paper but does have perf damage on it. Cool. Washington. So, unfortunately, nothing crazy high value. Let's see. 1994. 2 cent pink type 1. Purple. Okay. These are nice thick pages. Ooh, that's a killer fancy cancel. I love those fancy cancels. Look at that guy. That's cool. Definitely a older one. I like the stamps on this page. Pretty much all of them. Boy, that is a beautiful fancy cancel. Love that. And I think I want to look that guy up because off the bat I can't remember what the cat value is on that, but I'm interested. 162 it says, so I'll set that aside here. In my, let's see, where did I put that? Oh, I'm getting my piles confused here. Okay, that's my lookup pile. This is the not gonna look up pile. Beautiful Boston Mass cancel there. That's nice. Pretty heavy. These are some older Benjamin Franklin stamps, and they may actually be worth a couple of bucks here. There's definitely a lot of variations on these. I've looked these up in the past. I'll have to go and check and see about the different variations of things on these ones just for fun. See what's going on there. 1932 to 41 airmail stamps. Cool. All mounted, hinged. Cool. More airmail. Yep. Wavy line cancels. That's a duplex. 1938. Well, St. Louis, Missouri pre-cancel there. Dirty Sherman. '36, '37. We get into the Navy issues. Let's see, 32. So these pages are already out of order. Bicentennial issues. Just kind of scanning through. Ooh, cool. That one actually has a flag cancel. That's neat. How cool. I almost never see those on an individual stamp. I like that. That's cool. Perfs look good. It's actually a nice stamp. 705. Unfortunately, I don't think that's major value, but I love the cancel. That's awesome. Very cool cancel. Super duper cool. I like it. I like it. 27. Okay. Interesting. 22, 25. I've always loved this Indian stamp. Love that stamp right there so much. I just like it. I like the blue. I like the design. That's an awesome stamp. Buffalo stamp. That's also pretty cool. I've always liked that one as well. Shame what we did to all the buffaloes. Okay, so 1903 to 24. Yeah, I just don't think any of this stuff is any real cat. Let's see, Panama Pacific. Okay, 08, 09. Insect green. I do like these pages, man. These are just thick. Nice. That's a certified mail stamp on paper. Australia. I'd be going for a sec. These pages, man. I'm like, oh wow, this page. There's only 2 stamps. Yeah, the rest of it. It's funny. Australia again. We go King George V. There's 2 of them on there. Postage stamps of Canada. Oh wow, that's actually an old one. How about that? 88 to 1893. I'll have to look that up just to see again. I'm drawing a blank at the moment on the value of that, potentially. More bill stamps, provisional issues. I've seen that guy before. Okay. King George V. Australia. Okay. King George V. This looks like a, oh my god, how embarrassing. I really am a little off today. Coil stamp, Jesus Christ. So this is a horizontal coil. Cool. Okay, so postage stamps here. Ooh, what do we got here? Tulsa Gray Black, 1930-31. Well, I just like the stamp. I still don't think it's anything crazy. So, boy, that did it. Holy moly. So, if you guys have made it this far, we have actually, at this point, looked at everything in Carrie's collection, at least the stuff she sent me. So now is where I finally have the last leg of things, where I'm going to go look up those covers and these other stamps I wasn't sure about. I'm going to make a final tally, and then I think I'm just going to come back here, at least in this video, and just tell you guys where I ended up and what I think, you know, it's worth, what I'm willing to pay for it. And I'll shoot Carrie an email, let her know what I've come up with, and she can sell it to me or just take it back or whatever she wants to do. No stress, no worries, no pressure, you know, it's what it is. I will say, if I ended up buying it, there's definitely some fancy cancels that I like, and I do like a lot of those covers that I set aside. So yeah, large majority of the stuff would just go in my grab box. Okay, so I want to talk about this one first, because this is of the things I've been going through, which have been these guys, which ended up being nothing special, and that guy didn't end up being anything special or have any real value, which is fine. They're still cool. But this guy actually is a little bit unique. Now, this is the 12 center here, and this is I've determined this is a National Banknote Company printing. Thanks to stampsmarter.org, geez, made this a whole lot easier to figure out. I first went into the catalog and was like, oh gosh, here we go. One of the first things I was looking for was a grill. Now, there's no grill that I can see on the back of this stamp. So it's not grilled. So that limits its possibility somewhat, but there's still several variations of this that it could be. And anyway, Stamp Smarter, I went to their visual stamp identifier and their, you know, what was it, 1847 USA feature, and they give this incredible breakdown of how to identify the stamp. Now, really the main thing is, one thing to look for is, does it have a secret mark or not? Well, on this 12 center, you would be looking for in the 2, a little close there, in the balls of the 2, there would be basically extra paint marks, and it wouldn't be a perfect ball on the top and bottom of the 2. It'd be more like a crescent style ball. Anyways, this one turns out does not have the secret marks. So that actually makes it really simple. They tell me on the website, they say you don't need to check the paper types for this 12-cent stamp. What you need to look for is, does it have the secret mark? If it does not have the secret mark, then it is a National Banknote printing. If it has a secret mark, then it's Continental Banknote. And so, they say if it was printed by the National Banknote, which this is, company, then you need to check for a grill to determine the Scott number. So I already know it doesn't have a grill. It says if it doesn't have a grill, it's Scott 151. Well, that's pretty easy. So I hop right in the catalog to 151, and once you know it, it has a $200 catalog value. So this is, in fact, funny, right near the very end of this whole thing, the single best catalog value item that I've come across. I still have to check all those covers and other stuff, but as far as stamps go, that's actually our single best stamp that I have in this whole collection. So, now, some problems. You probably notice big, long, horizontal crease across the entire stamp, and then go ahead and take a look at the perfs. Definitely, you know, a little pulled corner perhaps, but these perfs at the top definitely leaves some to be desired. They're a little tattered. So, what I would say, that I'm going to put this into the better box, and I'm going to say that this is, if it was a $200 cat value, then I'd really buy it for like 10%, which would be $20, but it's kind of in poor shape, so maybe I would pay 10 or 15 bucks for the stamp. So anyways, I just wanted to mention this one is pretty unique out of the whole collection. I like it a lot, and I'm happy that she had that. That's pretty cool. Okie doke, so I have been doing some research on these. Now, I think that these are certificate of deposit envelopes. So these are just envelopes for deposits. Now, I went looking around online. I couldn't find anything like rock solid. There's not a whole lot of listing for this kind of stuff, but I found one listing on eBay, and he was selling one for like $11. That was in pretty good shape, kind of like this one here. This is kind of the best shape of them all. This specific one, his was actually in great shape, so this is pretty close. So yeah, I mean, these are just deposit envelopes, it turns out, from what I can tell. Makes sense. Now, I decided for her, I on my tally, I'm like, look, there's 4 of these. One of them's badly damaged. This one on the bottom here, I mean, this one's in piss poor shape. It's just leaving paper everywhere it goes, right? So, that I think is practically worthless to me. But anyways, these other ones, I figured, well, if they're going for 10 bucks a piece, what I just kind of decided is for all 4 of these, I'd probably pay 20 bucks, because I do think they're cool. But yeah, I mean, they're not anything like crazy value or anything. So that's these COD envelopes. Now that leads me to my next thing, which is actually this guy. Now this is, as far as I can tell, this is an actual deposit slip. So somebody was depositing $33 into the Imperial Bank of Canada in 1923. Now the thing about this is I'm kind of struggling to find anything rock solid. I mean, interestingly, I found an entire book of these for $8 on eBay. And now they're not used, but still, excuse me. I am just kind of like, I don't know, this isn't a stamp, this isn't really my thing. I mean, I don't really know. It's just a deposit slip from 1923. Maybe this would be valuable to somebody and they'd want to buy it, but it certainly isn't me. So of all things, I'm actually just going to put in the bulk bin. Just so. Anyways, those are those items, and I'm going to continue on here. The next thing I'm going to look at is going to be these tax receipts, which I also don't have super high hopes for, but there is a stamp on there, so this is kind of my neck of the woods. So we'll see what I come up with. Alrighty, so this is kind of a dead end for me. I don't really know how to value this. I can tell you this is not a very valuable stamp, and this is a tax paper, so this just really isn't kind of my thing. I just don't know what to do with this thing. I went looking around online. I couldn't find this anywhere. Nobody has a listing for selling this. I just don't know. I can tell you it's 1924. It's not like it's crazy old, but what makes it unique is, I mean, yeah, it's an old piece of Canadian, tax history here, and it's an actual use of a war tax stamp. The war taxes were to help fuel the war effort, and so, somebody slapped a 2-cent war tax stamp on this demand for taxes in 1924 for the city of Calgary. So, I mean, I have no idea how to attach a value to this. It's not really like it's a cool thing, but to actually see a war tax stamp in use there like that. But I have no idea how to value that. I mean, what is it worth to me? Like nothing. I guess it would be cool to have in my collection, but I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what I'd be willing to pay for that or this. An excise. I mean, these just really aren't my thing. So I'm not going to spend any more time on it. This one's cool as well with another war tax stamp. But I mean, these are tax papers. This is neat, but just not something that I really know how to value. So I don't really know what to say. I'm just gonna I'm gonna put it in the bulk bin. I mean, I don't think this is anything. I don't think like I wouldn't probably pay $10 for this myself. So I mean, and I just don't know. So if you guys have any idea of what you think this would be worth, chime it in the comments. I mean, no idea. I really don't think it's anything like super valuable or any of that. So it's just not even old enough in my mind, you know. But that's what makes these unique. And the only thing in my mind that makes them unique is the fact that it's an actual use of a war tax stamp. So, anyways, that's these. I wish I could do better on that, but I have no information. I really don't know. And you know, I'm just trying to get this. I'm like trying to get through the box here, and I just don't want to go and spend an hour or two reading all about war tax in Canada and all this crap just so that I can value these, and they're probably worth $3 a piece or something. So anyways, I'm gonna, for my purposes, gonna just go ahead and scoot right along. That's gonna go pretty much with this deposit slip here. This is all interesting stuff, but not quite up my alley. So let me just continue on down this stack of goodies here, and I'm just going to work one by one. I don't really have high hopes for this, but I'm going to see if any of these end up being worth something, and I'll tell you if they are. Okay, so this guy, B-19 initial flight cover. You know, I can only find 2 listings for this, and they're on Hipstamp. They're going for $15. The other was $20. Well, there's really 3, but let me mention, there's this guy on Hipstamp, Aztec Collectibles or something. Oh my god. Most of these covers I'm looking up, he has, but he's charging like a freaking arm and a leg. He had this listed for like $86 or $68 or something ridiculous. And I mean, why would I ever buy that from him when there's other listings for like $15-20? So that's silly. I don't know what that guy's deal is, but he's outrageous. I keep running across it and it's blowing my mind, so watch out for that guy on Hipstamp. I don't know what he's doing. Anyways, the thing is, the $15 to $20 ones are both like perfect condition, and this one's wrinkled and stained and stuff. So I don't know how well you guys can tell, but it definitely could be in better shape. Nonetheless, this is actually kind of a cool cover, and it's kind of worth something. So honestly, I put on the tally, you know, this information of what I found it for, but what I would probably pay for this would be like $8, because I would probably sell it. So anyways, finally something that has some kind of interesting value. I'll put that with the COD deposit slips and keep moving on. Alright, this guy was the APO, the Army Post, U.S. Army Postal Service or whatever, Army Post Office, one that was free. Now, these are on Hipstamp. There's actually several of them. They generally seem to go for about $5 to $10. Kind of in better shape even than this guy, but I like that it has a letter in there. That's cool. So anyways, I'm going to put this in the better pile because I do like it, and I would actually pay for about $4 if she wanted to sell that to me. So anyways, I just do want to mention these naval sensor covers. Now, I just went through these. They're totally all over Hipstamp. So sorry to say, these really aren't worth much. I'm kind of surprised. I thought naval sensor covers would be worth more, but you can pick these up for about $2.50 on Hipstamp, and that's the sell price. So they ain't worth jack, and especially this guy being tattered compared to this guy. But actually, this one's tattered too. But nonetheless, they're just not worth anything. So that's kind of a bummer. They'll go with the other ones, and I'll keep on moving. Okie doke. So this Nazi cover, it's a little bit interesting. Here's the thing about this cover that has my interest is, well, it's got those awesome Nazi, well, it's got the nice Nazi stamp there. Now, this one, it seems, now I still haven't bothered to look all this up, but Retor, right? And the fact that the address has been crossed out and rewritten to Houston, Texas, like insufficient address or something here. So I think that this letter was rerouted. It also says please forward. I'm not sure if that was stamped later or not, but you know, address insufficient. Like, I don't even have to read German to tell you it had an insufficient address. And so anyways, I think that this thing was rerouted which is interesting. Now, as far as Nazi covers go, I mean, there's actually a lot of them out there. As a matter of fact, while I was trying to look this cover up on eBay, I saw a auction that was about to end in 5 minutes, where I could spend $3 and get a nice Nazi cover that's actually quite similar to this one, with even more red stamps on it, from Denmark. And anyways, I pulled the trigger. I was like, yeah, what the hell? Coming from Canada, so I'm about to pay about $6.50 with shipping to get a Nazi cover, which is nice. I'm glad I found that. That kind of worked out for me. But you know, I went searching specifically for Nazi covers, you know, like sent to America. It's kind of slim pickings. I couldn't really find a lot, but there were definitely several out there. That the thing is, they all had fairly high price tags. They were 25 to $40 is generally what they were going for. So when I think about this, you know, I do like this cover, and what would I be willing to pay for it? I think I'd be willing to pay $25. And mainly, not just because it's a Nazi cover, but because this specific cover has the whole insufficient address stamps and was clearly rerouted. You know, there's even this for, like a postage due stamp there or something. I mean, there's a few things going on here that I find interesting, and you know, it could be in a little bit better shape, but overall, it's not bad, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a Nazi censored cover, and I am building a Nazi section in my album, so personally, I like this, and I put this on the tally as I'd actually pay $25 out of pocket for this guy, to have it as part of my collection. I think it's neat. So, anyways, that was this one. I do want to mention, just because something's a censored cover doesn't mean it's worth much. Like this one was worth like $3 or something like that, like $2.50. I mean, unfortunately, just because a cover is censored does not mean that it's particularly valuable. There's actually a whole buttload. I mean, you go to Hipstamp, I mean, there is a lot of censored covers, and you know what? They're all just going for a couple of bucks. Yeah, like this guy, just not worth anything. Go figure. And you know, as I go through this pile here, like here's my next one. I mean, I can already tell you that, I mean, this is likely not going to be worth much. This has been illuminating for me because I list a lot of covers, but I usually don't list, censored and examined covers, you know, military covers. I actually usually keep them in my collection because I like them. I think they're cool, and so I haven't even bought a lot either. I haven't bought many myself, actually, that I know of at all. I've just found them in the collections and I keep them. So I've never looked this stuff up, you know, to really see what are these worth, and it's just not that much. Sorry to say, you know, these Army Post Office covers, they're very common. It turns out they're out there and you can get them for a few bucks. So anyways, I just kind of had higher hopes for these kind of covers, but it doesn't really seem to be panning out. So okay, so this Montreal flag cancel cover, these are not just like totally readily available, at least on Hipstamp, for what seems to be a fair price. Now I went looking around. Actually, never mind. They were not. I couldn't actually find this on Hipstamp. I don't know if I'm typing the wrong terms, but I did Montreal 1937 cover flag cancel. Let me get rid of the year. Yeah, okay, I found it. So there's about 8 of them, and they range from $7 to about $20 a piece. So anyways, before I actually just found these on Hipstamp, I ended up finding them. Let me get rid of this stuff. MJR Postcards and Covers in Canada. Here's a website. He's listing a whole bunch of these different kind of covers with these cancels for about $20 a piece. Actually, they're all $20 a piece except for a couple. So, I think that this is probably a real world sale price of about $20. I put this on the tally and I said that I would pay $15. So, it's cool. I mean, it's a flag cancel. Like I was saying, I have a buttload of U.S. postcards that are flag canceled, and maybe some covers. I'm not sure, but you know, see, I am not like some major Canada collector either. However, I think it's neat, and so I'll put it on the tally. I do think it's a better one. kind of explains that it was in a little protection here. Yeah, I mean, this is a cool one. Because of that, cancel. So I would pay 15 bucks, and that's this. So not bad. There's some stuff here that's not total garbage or worthless, so that's cool. Okay, so this one is an Australian cover. It was kind of hard for me to attach a value to it, but I ended up finding some similar covers, and yeah, they're going for 10 to 20 bucks. This one I think is neat because it is a postage due. It's got the 2 stamps there. It's a censored cover. It is a slogan cancel, so there's kind of like a few things about it that aren't bad. So anyways, I put this on the tally. I said I'd be willing to pay 10 bucks for this guy. I think it's neat. And so anyways, that's this one. Okay, so these old Canadian postcards. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I actually had a little bit of a struggle trying to pin a good price on these. Unfortunately, my catalog doesn't have old Canadian postcards, just US stuff, so but nonetheless, what I ended up coming up with is I did actually find these pretty similar ones, flag cancel, and this style, this older style. Now, let's see, let me read my sheet. So I found them online for about $5 a piece. So postcards definitely aren't as valuable for these flag stamps as covers, it would seem. And so anyways, even though this one's older, still I could find it online for $5. So I was thinking of being gracious, and I'd actually pay 10 bucks for both of these. And part of it is because even though I did find good examples to compare, I don't know, I just was feeling gracious. You know, if I was going to sell them for $5, I would buy them for less, but whatever. I actually like these, so I would pay $5 a piece for these 2 postcards here. So that's 10 bucks on the tally. Now, next I'll talk about these airmail letter cards. Now, these I really didn't have a lot of success. The best that I could find was just some pictures in some forums. Nobody seems to be selling like these exact ones with this triangular censor stamp, but there's a lot of different censored covers for Australia. I mean, none of them were like particularly valuable from what I can see. I'm gonna just be guessing on these ones and be giving a price of about $5 per airmail letter card. And here's the thing. Oh yeah, now I did find some of these, but they were complete. This is only 1/4 of the actual fold out complete document. The top right corner here, and generally this would unfold and unfold and be a full sheet of paper, and it'd have a bunch of writing. So these are just snippets. Somebody cut these out off of the original sheet. So that's kind of unfortunate. So these are kind of just pieces. They're not a complete piece. So anyways, I'll be going with $5 a piece, so another $10 for the 2 of these. They're pretty cool. I like them, but yeah, I don't think they're going to be super duper valuable. Now, one other, since I just looked this up and I have the camera on, this Brazil censored cover, it seems like it actually has 2 different sensors on it. Open from one end and checked, open from the other end and checked. Now, believe it or not, these are super easy and cheap, super easy to get and really cheap. I mean, $2 on Hipstamp. There's a buttload of these, even with the double sensor. So unfortunately, that guy didn't pan out to be anything. Okay, so this old US stamped envelope, I was able to find these online for about $5 to $10. So I put this on the better list and tallied it up, saying I would be willing to pay about $5 for it. Okay, found this one online, $5 to $10 once again. So I'm going to put this on the tally for $5 I'd be willing to pay. And I'm done. This was actually the final cover to go through. I'm done with the stack. Whew. Okay, now I got to do the final tally on everything. So these Lynx books, sorry to say, you can find them on Mystic, brand new, $4.95 a piece. Holy crap, so they're not worth anything. These joint issues, item 805, about $6 online a piece, so I'd only pay like $3 each for these, and to be honest, I'm not really crazy about them. I don't really want them, so I'm actually just going to put these in the bulk box. Okie doke. Let's see what this bulk box actually weighs. I'm curious. 7 pounds, 15 ounces. That includes the actual box, so 7 pounds, 15 ounces. How about that? And I was kind of gracious and threw in the books and other stuff that wasn't really worth much. But so that's how much bulk material we've come up with. And okay, let me keep going. I'm going to finish the tally. I did it. I did it. I'm done. So, the final tally on everything. What do you think? $200? $300, $400, $500? $290.44 for that box. That's what I've come up with. That's what I would be willing to pay for every bit of content in that box. So, I'll put up a screenshot of my tally, which pretty much includes all of the better items that are in the better box, and then just one single line for all of the other bulk material. So, short story, all of the better items have tallied to $210.44. That includes all the different little booklets, all the covers, the better stamps I found early on, Canadian revenue stamps, that Great Britain dealer approval book. So, $210.44 for the better items. And then as far as the bulk material goes, being 7 pounds and 15 ounces, I just rounded it off to 8 pounds. And I would be willing to pay $10 a pound for all that. That's what I'd be willing to pay. So that's $80. So yeah, $290.44. Man, this has been a long road to complete this task, and I'm glad I did it. Looking back, I will say that I probably went a little bit more in depth than was truly necessary, but this has been a learning experience for me. Any of you that have watched every episode all the way through, I congratulate you on being steadfast, because this was a lot of content just to review and evaluate this one box. I was quite thorough though. So, now I will send this document to Carrie, and she can decide if she wants to let me buy it for that price, or if she wants me to simply send it back. I do not mind either way. I can afford $300 on this box. Though there is a part of me that's kind of wishy-washy about how badly I really want to buy it, just to throw almost all of it into the grab box. But I think that all of that stuff would help improve the mixture in the box. Not that it's a bad mixture already, it's just that's a lot of different neat material to put in there, and I think that it would be worthwhile to add that mixture in. Of course, I would have to sell quite a bit of grab bags to even pay off the $80, right? I'm 15 a bag. I'd have to sell over 5 grab bags, which isn't that ridiculous, just for the bulk material. So overall, I think it's probably worth it. And yeah, all of the better stuff I suppose I would keep and file appropriately in my cabinets, or like the little fancy cancels, there was only a few, I would put those in my album that I'm working on. And the covers, what would I do with the covers? I would probably keep the censored covers and military covers and put them in an album. The other covers I think I would sell, or they would just also be part of my grab bags too. So that was it. It was a fun journey. I'm glad that I did that, but I have absolutely no intentions of doing anything like this for free for anyone ever again in the future, as it simply took so much time and effort. I didn't really know what I was signing up for. What actually I didn't expect was, oddly enough, me to be me. And I just couldn't just blow through material so fast without my curiosity taking hold. And I just couldn't fight the desire to just catalog a lot of things, and that really slowed me down. I actually almost all of the time that I spent evaluating this collection has actually been videoed, except for the time where I was sticking around cataloging stuff in like the last episode. I just wanted to speed things up. I think episode 3 was like 2 hours and 40 something minutes or something. It gets a little crazy when we do it real time for these videos. So I'd have to add up the time spent on those videos and probably add an extra few hours or something, plus all the time I've spent today on this video, to kind of realize what a total time spent might have been doing this. But I'm going to say, somewhere in between, in all honesty, probably somewhere between 10 and 20 hours or something. Somewhere in there, including today. Really taking my time and being thorough going through this. So, I'm glad that I'm done. And it's nice to kind of have this off my shoulders. I took this on because I wanted to, and I feel like I did her justice. And whether or not this final price is what she agrees with or not, this is what I have come up with. And I feel good about it. I took my time. I was reasonable and logical throughout. I pretty much did the best I could. And what a weird thing to have so many stamps, so much material, that would only be worth a few $100. That's reality. So this means that that box probably has a $3,000 catalog value, but it's only worth 10% of that. So here we are at $300. Interesting how that goes. And it makes me think about Apfelbaum's website, where they say $10,000 collection at 60% off. So it's really a $4,000 collection. That kind of idea is, they'll say estimated net value. Well, then I think this box has an estimated net value of $3,000 catalog at a real world sale price of $300. So, interesting stuff. I'm glad that I did this as an exercise to sharpen and hone my skills. I got to look up a lot of stamps and get familiar with them again. And this was just good practice, There's nothing to say in the future that I wouldn't do this again. And the next time that I do this, I think that I would be a little bit more confident in order to speed myself up in, what I think is worthwhile and not. And but if I were to ever do this again, I absolutely would charge something, and I don't even know what I would charge. I would just have to figure it out. I might even, not to say that people will be knocking my door down to have me value their collections, but maybe I would do like an hourly rate or something. I mean, I just wouldn't do this again for free. So, Carrie, you're lucky. You're the one and only. who got this service for free from me. Well, anyways, guys, we'll see what Carrie does with it. And I'm going to sign off for today. That was it. I spent, let's see, I started this at 10. It's 3:17, so that was a good over 5 hours, about 5 hours of finishing this all up today. So I'm tired of stamping. I think it's about time to relax. And yeah, I appreciate everybody watching. I hope you enjoyed the journey. I hope somebody out there learned something, maybe picked up some tips. You know, the stamps aren't all about the value, they're not about the money in general for a stamp collector or a philatelist, but in this particular instance, that's actually all that it really was about. Trying to attach a monetary value to this box, and we've done it. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you guys next time.